Hi, we're going to present the third partial project.
We're gonna give you some ways that we pollute and how we can stop polluting that way. So here it is.
The first is ways to pollute but are necessary for our daily lives. We put detergents because we need to use them to wash our clothes, and we cannot stop polluting because they are necessary to keep our clothes clean.
Another example are the fertilizers, because we use them, well, they're necessary and they pollute because we use them to keep our garden in good conditions. And a way that we can stop polluting why we can't stop polluting is because they help us to keep our garden free of plagues.
And another way is the gasoline. Well, we can stop using it because it is necessary to transport to work or to study for us, and it's necessary for almost everyone because for the people that lives like so far, we need it.
And also there is the other way, that is to use refrigerators. The reason it pollutes is because it uses a lot of electricity and it's always on, plugged to the electricity, and we cannot stop using it because it's where we keep our daily products as food, etc.
The second category is the ways that we pollute but we can stop. And the first are aerosol products. The reason to pollute is that we use them to our daily lives, and they contain substances that damage the environment. And we can stop that using products that doesn't contain these substances.
Something that is not necessary is the use of batteries, and they pollute because most of the electronic devices that we use need batteries. And how we can stop polluting? We can change our electronic devices for other ones that doesn't need batteries.
Well, we can stop using too the eatable oil because we can use we can eat and make some how did you say platillos?
Some dishes.
Some dishes like with carbon and things like that. So we can stop using the oil because we
like barbecue style.
Yeah, that's right. And because we can pollute the water that way.
Yeah, and the other way it will be the trash burning. It pollutes because it generates substances that contaminate the atmosphere. So we could stop that by stop burning the trash, of course, and trying to improve our ways of storage of the trash. I don't know, with the municipality, etc. And the third category, you will say? Well, now the first example I'm gonna give is like with the chips bags. We can make another bag of it. For example, with the waste of the bags, you make them like in a braid style or something, and then put them all together so it become a purse or a bag.
The second one is a tangerine candle. You need to put out all the wedges, and with olive oil and phosphor
Fire?
with a fire, and that's all.
Another example is a pet broom, and you use like soda bottles, so you cut like little pieces and then you put all of them together and you put a big like
a big stick?
Yeah.
Broomstick.
A broomstick, and you use it like to sweep.
Yeah, and another thing could be like a bag, like that functions like a Tupperware, and this is when you can use a bag and put like the top of a PET bottle to have a better to give the fruits or whatever you put in there more life, and it's going to be
Better conditions.
Yeah, in better conditions.
While making laundry, like the soap and all those liquids go to the sewers.
Maybe I spend a lot of time taking a shower, and sometimes where I don't have to throw the garbage, I throw it in the street. Sometimes.
I drive to work every day.
Yeah, mainly by cleaning by hand and with leaves.
Well, the first one, you can take a bath in like 5 minutes, and the other thing is that you can keep your garbage until you see a garbage can and throw it.
I'm careful how much pollution my car emits. I don't accelerate fast, which uses less gasoline.
If we stop burning the tires and actually stop doing laundry with those liquids and those chemicals.
The soap, I think, not the soap that you use for like taking a shower, but the soap for sweeping.
Well, I didn't grow up in Mexico, so my mannerisms, my methods are a little different from yours. For example, we cannot pollute. We get fined if we pollute, if we get caught. I like to see a clean environment, so I keep a plastic bag in my car to put trash in.
We're going to discuss what would we like to do for help the poor people, like teach them what to do with recycling.
Yeah, with these four options we gave, we're going to discuss which one is the most helpful for them and the one we can take the most advantage of. So, as she said, for example, the tangerine.
The cattle tangerine,
Yeah.
it will be able to help poor people because this is not a tangerine season, and not all the people can buy olive oil.
Yeah, the olive oil is
Very expensive.
Yes.
And also the one I gave, I was thinking like, okay, it is nice that they make bags of it, but sometimes it's not helpful at all. They would like something like a bigger bag, and they are not gonna be putting all the small bags together in order to get a bigger bag. So it's gonna be very like hardus to get to do it.
Yeah. Well, I think that mine, the poor people can also think about buying their food like each day, or only with one bag, but not buying a lot of food to not waste.
And I think my option would be the most helpful because they can use it to sweep their houses and to maintain it clean. So we're going to explain how to do a broom.
Yeah. So here are the steps.
Well, let's begin with the things we are going to need to make the broom made of PET bottles. This is going to be very helpful for poor people, as they won't have to buy a broom, and instead of it, they are going to recycle their trash, that in this case are plastic bottles. First of all, we need a stick that we are going to use as a broomstick. Also, we need 8 3-liter bottles, a cutter, scissors, and about 12 inches of wire. The first step is to take the cutter and the bottles and cut them through the base, and we are cutting them 3 inches approximately. Rather, you have to cut until the form is going to change. And the reason why we are going to use 3-liter bottles is because what we care the most is the top of them, and these are going to be easier to work with. We are using 8 bottles for this, but you can also use 4, 6, or 10, or 12. You just make sure that the more bottles you use, the stronger the broom will be. The next step is to take the scissors and cut 7 of those vertically around the entire bottle with like 1 centimeter or a half for each strip. But be careful doing this, because this is the most important step, as the broom is going to clean better. They have to look like the picture shows. And the 8th bottle, only we are going to cut it in half horizontally to be the top of the broom, joining all others. But this is one of the last steps.
After cutting strips to 7 of the 8 plastic bottles, you need to cut their neck carefully and make sure you leave enough space in order to put them all together. So the first step is to put one on top of each other, and that will be the bottom part. Remember that you don't have to leave any space between the strips so the broom works correctly. This is a part that requires more time, so be patient.
After all the bottles are on top of each other, on the top of these group bottles, we put the bottle remaining with the neck and the nozzle on top. So this nozzle will be the space where the stick will go. And then 10 centimeters down the bottle with the neck, we will put 2 holes on one side and 2 holes on the other side, but making sure it's the same distance, like crossing with a line across. These 2 holes should be 2 centimeters with a space within each other. It will make a total of 4 holes. After that, the easiest way to make these 2 holes is with a hot wire, which will melt the plastic. After this hot wire, we will use it to put it through the holes and make it sure it become like attached. So we will attach the whole bunch of bottles with this and make sure it becomes more close with each other. So it will be like more a rectangular way, in not a circular way.
Well, we are in the 7th step. Finally, the stick is inserted in the mouth of the bottle and the broom is ready to clean our house. We hope you have enjoyed these tips to make a broom from recycled material and will be useful for household chores. We are Chava, Steph, Karina and Renata. Thank you very much. See you the next time.